What's going on YouTube? It's Kai Prince here. So today I want this video to be about Evolution Championship Series 2020. So as we all know, this year would have been next year would have been the next Evolution Championship Series, Evo 2020. But of course, we was it like a week, 2 weeks ago, we were updated that they were gonna cancel the event. I mean, they're gonna do the next one next year, like they do it once a year. But they're gonna cancel this year's event and replace it with an online event, so Evo Online. So, and they basically, to update us for Evo Online, they released the trailer yesterday actually, which I already watched. But I want this video to I'm gonna later I'm gonna show the video again in this video. And I'm gonna talk about it during when we watch it and stuff, and like some thoughts about afterwards. But yeah, I mean, so like before I get into that, like of course for us, like for people in the fighting game community, people who love fighting games, it was a hard hit. It's a hard hit to have Evo be cancelled this year. I mean, yes, they're gonna do an online tournament, but like Evo has always been an amazing like event for people to go to. I haven't been myself. I wish I could, but I mean, I live in London. I have to pay for some travel money to go to America and stuff. But like, of course, and it was ever since they've done Evo Japan as well. It's been cool to do a Japanese tournament as well for Evo. Like Evo is the biggest, like it's the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. So like for us lot, like for us to like fighting games, even if you like as a participant or a spectator, it's hype. It's full of passionate gamers. You know, people who love Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Marvel's Capcom, Tekken, and like a whole list of fighting games. It's a hard hit to not have Evo an actual event this year. Like yeah, like I mean, I'm happy they're doing an online event. I'm happy they're gonna try to push it in some formal way. But the reason why it won't be the same, because for people who actually go to the event, you go there, you meet the other players. Like, of course, some of them are friends with each other. So like, even if you're fighting them during a certain stage of the pools or the finals and stuff, you know, you can have one-on-one respect with your opponent. You know, it could be like Christian and Justin Wong. They might have a fight, but of course, as players, they respect each other. It's good to see them face to face. As when you go there as a spectator on the final stage, everyone's cheering for who they want to win. They're showing the support. You can hear them scream. You can hear the hypeness. You can hear IGHTIN on the mic commentating. Like, by the way, IGHTIN is as well as a great player, but he's such an amazing commentator. But there's other great commentators as well out there. Like, but I'm just a big fan of IGHTIN. That's why I said that. But yeah, like it's like even though I watch it here in UK London, I like to watch the live stream. I like to watch the live stream, the Evo live streams during the, like I was playing from Friday to Sunday, watching as much as I can. Even though I have a job I have a weekend job that's on Saturday and Sunday, so sometimes I have to sleep the Friday night and Saturday night, which is but sometimes I will try my best to stay up as much as I can to watch it, because I want to watch the action live. I want to watch the hypeness of Evo. I want to watch all the players just doing the crazy combos, the setups. Well, that's what I want to see. I want to see the crazy upsets. Watching underdogs. Sometimes you'll be seeing underdog players who you don't expect to see rise up. Like, there's always been the thing how like UK players have rarely won tournaments at Evo, but even that time when Problem X won Evo in Street Fighter 5, people were like, wow, UK won something for the first, like UK won something for Evo, like. Because there's always this thing how like American players and Japanese players tend to be very typically ones to win, and then of course when, like even South Korean players now are quite common to win these tournaments as well. Like South Korean players have been shining for ages now, but I remember back in the days when people would always look down and always look at American and Japanese players, and South Korea was sort of thrown into the mix at some point. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not gonna be the same. Like, even though I'm watching at home live stream, it's the idea of watching the hypeness live, whilst you can see the players and the commentators talk, and you can see all the crowds in the stage. It's just, and then like it's not the same. It's not the same. Of course, like well, we all know what's going on with the pandemic, so I can understand why it's been cancelled. And to be honest, as I'm saying it's those things where we have to be responsible Right now it's not a good time to have live events going on for people to go to actual events, and like and gatherings and stuff. So I can understand whilst the pandemic's going on. So fair play. It's upsetting for us fighting game fans because we love Evo. Evo has been such a big tournament for years now. Evo's been going on strong. I remember one of the few times I got to know Evo was when I watched the really epic 2002 trailer where it had the Ayumi Hamazaki. What's the song? I can't remember the song. Is it called? Yeah, Ayumi Hamazaki's Evolution song, is it? I will double check that because I haven't heard that song in a while. But yeah, I remember when I first saw that, like, there was such a hype trailer. And I remember when I started watching Evo, I heard about it, like, watch as much as you. Well, back in the days when it was like what, low res, like, was it even 360? Was it even 360 or was it 180? I can't remember what res it was. But yeah, like, Evo has been going for so long, and it still is going strong. We're seeing new players rise up, as well as old players still, like, there's many old players still thriving in the scene, in the fighting game scene. So yeah, I mean, like I said, with the pandemic, it's important to stay safe, so I completely understand. Yeah, so like I said, even though I've already seen the trailer, I want to show the trailer to you lot again, and I'm gonna, whilst we watch it, I'm gonna talk about it like during and afterwards. So let's get straight to it. Might saw my elbow drop. Yeah, for over 20 years. Think about it, man. This tournament's been running for so long, man. It's weird to not have it. Like I said, to have it not be in its format that we normally see. I mean, and even the venues and the stages have gone bigger. So yeah, 5 weekends of fighting games. You see the details after. I'll explain that in a bit. So yeah, you can really see there's no Smash. The tournaments of champions, you can see the Marvel 2 is not under that anymore, so I don't know if they're going to change that. So yeah, online, it's all online, 4 open online tournaments. See, like, so now more comments going to be part of the lineup. Killing Instinct going to be part of the lineup now. Then you got I've seen bits of this, but it's like an indie fighting game. It looks like My Little Pony, but it's not, if I'm correct. And of course, Skullgirls, another. If I'm correct, Skullgirls is indie as well, but like, yeah, Skullgirls has been big in the fighting community. Like, yeah, do not look down on Skullgirls. Skullgirls is a fun game. That game definitely does deserve its ratings. Yeah, but yeah, CS Online. So yeah, as you can see, when they were saying this, we've got the 5. Yeah, they've got all these different dates. So it's probably gonna be like on a different weekend. They're probably gonna do like. They're doing a range of tournaments, so I'm assuming, so because I've been reading some comments on what people think about these trailers as well, this trailer. There's this thing talking about how it might be that just strict to certain regions. I'm going to say mainly regions just in America, because it's an American tournament. It's going to be hard to like branch out to other countries, like with online connections. But yeah, I'm assuming they're going to do like a different region maybe during the first 4 stages, and maybe they're going to try get the winners of those regions on the last day maybe. I don't know. Or maybe they're literally going to be just 5 separate tournaments and there's going to be a winner to like each of those dates of the tournament. Maybe it could be that. But of course, I mean, like I said in the trailer as well, there were more info and stuff will come soon, and like how for people who want to enter the online tournament, they'll add more info to do that. So cool. But like another thing I saw in the comments was, as you can see, one of the games that got removed from the main roster. Actually, wait, we'll talk about the roster in a bit. I want to do a full section on that. But yeah, so that online tournaments, like one thing I'll talk about first before I talk about the roster and stuff. Because it's an online tournament, one thing we need to look at, because here's the thing. So, like, I mean, briefly, like I said, you can see Smash was part of the main roster, not part of the main roster anymore. I remember seeing things about how people were saying that Smash doesn't have the best netcoding right now. I mean, maybe that's why. It could be that, because I mean, of course, this being an online tournament, trying to have games that have good to decent netcoding is gonna be kind of important, because it's online and you're gonna rely on it. You're gonna rely on the internet a lot right now. But it's gonna be interesting as well, because like for people that do participate, I'm curious to know what they're gonna do. For example, are you gonna get DQ'd if you accidentally, if you disconnect, like even if it's accidentally, like something happens to your internet during the time, or like your internet just doesn't hold up strong enough during like a battle, like a player's gonna get DQ'd for that, like disqualified. Who knows? Like I mean, that's the thing, because it's online. If it's gonna be online, it's gonna be online heavy. It's gonna be and here's the thing, like even to this day, there's still a lot of controversy with some of the modern day fighting games we have right now, like that be Street Fighter, Tekken. There's a lot of controversy about which ones have good, decent, terrible netcoding. There's still a lot of controversy about those right now. So, like, I mean, maybe some of the companies before Evo might try work on their games to make patches that improve the netcoding. Maybe if that's the case. But that's because there's still controversy about netcoding. I don't know how that's gonna hit the online tournament or affect it. So that's something I'm intrigued to look at. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what new info like they release at some point afterwards soon. Like they said coming soon, so don't know how soon, but let's see what comes out. Alright, so let's talk about the roster actually now. So of course the original roster that was going to be for Evo 2020 hasn't changed. Well, mostly hasn't changed. So Street Fighter 5, you can't get rid of Street Fighter. Street Fighter has been for as long as Street Fighter has been around Evo. I mean, Street Fighter is one of the games that Evo was built around. Even before Evo was Evo, when it was Battle of the Bay, if I remember it's called. I mean, I was when I started watching Evo, I started watching Evo back in the early years. I didn't even know about the Bay, so I knew about when I was more older. That's what Evo was before it became Evo. But yeah, like the Evo tournament scene, Street Fighter was one of the games that's been built around. So like if Evo ever got rid of Street Fighter, I'd be so surprised. But no, Street Fighter 5 is gonna always remain Evo. There's no way they're gonna get rid of that. Like, and even like, cause Street Fighter 5 being one of the most popular games still anyway. Dragon Ball FighterZ, you can't really like when Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. It was such a big hit. It's still a big hit. It does so well and amazing. It does so well and amazing. But even if it were to get less entries, like during 7 years, Dragon Ball FighterZ still does amazing at Evo. So that's not gonna go away. Like that, I mean, like that game like came out the same, it was like near the same year as MVCI, Marvel Capcom Infinite, which was which didn't do like Marvel Infinite too good, I think, in terms of release date. But I mean, that game Dragon Ball FighterZ just too big, and like who doesn't like Dragon Ball? It's such an amazing anime. I know a lot of people in fighting games seems to love Dragon Ball. So Legendary Bit of War. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus being one of the new anime games that came out on the scene. It's really popular at the moment, and I remember I tried a demo at EGX during the demo, like when it was still a demo. I really love that game. I think it's a good anime fighting game, and I feel like I can see that game being around Evo for a good few years for now. Samurai Showdown last year that was fun to watch, and I don't think that game is gonna go away anytime soon. Soul Calibur 6, a very good Soul Calibur game that's been doing really well recently, and I like all these games. So like yeah, Soul Calibur, I can imagine that staying around. Tekken 7, like Tekken's been doing really well at Evo, like really well now. Like even like I think like with Tekken Tag and stuff, Evo's Tekken's been doing like. Ever since Tekken games have come back in the Evo scene, they've been doing very strong, much stronger now. So I don't think Tekken will go away. And like we've got Under 9 from Birth, so that's a really fun game. I've played I've played it like the Under 9 game a bit. They are really fun. And I can imagine that game sticking at an Evo roster for a bit. But yeah, like let's talk about how one thing I need to talk about now is like Smash. So I remember how I was saying briefly how Smash is not in the roster anymore. Like with Smash Bros. Ultimate, the thing with that game is it can't be popular. I don't think it's popularity, because that game had the most entrants last year, and like that game alone is big. Like that game is really popular in tournaments, so I can't imagine its popularity. The only thing I can assume is either something to do with that idea switches are not easy to set up with internet connections. I don't know if that's true or not because I don't have a Switch. Like I know people that do, but I don't. If it's the thing I was talking about briefly before about how people were saying that the game doesn't have the best netcoding, that's probably the only reason, and a huge significant reason why the game's not on the roster. Because this is an online tournament, it's gonna be internet heavy. You need good internet, and you need a game that has good netcoding. If it's because the game doesn't have good netcoding, that might affect the tournament in terms of like it's just not gonna be smooth to run. So that's the only reason I can think of why they got rid of Smash. Now, the thing is, like I said before, there's this controversy about how all these games don't have, there's a lot of controversy how some of these games might not don't all have good netcoding anyway. And like, of course, there's been people saying how they're not sure if doing Evo Online is gonna be a good idea anyway. So, but we gotta wait and see what happens. That's all I can say. Thank goodness for them trying. I mean, as much as I like Evo being an actual event, at least we're getting something. That's all I can say. But yeah, so let's move on. So two more things. Now this is where things are interesting. The last two things. Oh no, sorry. I already talked about Smash. Here's the last thing I want to talk about in the roster that gets interesting. That's from the main roster. So remember how there's going to be the Tournament of Champions in the main roster on the big stage where it was going to be. So on the online of that, it's just called Tournament of Champions. Previously on the main roster, it was going to be Tournament of Champions with Marvel Capcom 2 in it under its name, because they're going to use the Tournament of Champions is going to be Marvel Capcom 2. This year is the 20th year anniversary of Marvel Capcom 2, which is why they wanted to give it a big stage, they wanted to make it a special thing, this 20th year anniversary of Marvel Capcom 2. And there was going to be an invitation tournament where they were going to have the four previous champions of Evo 2 during the lifespan of Evo. And one thing to keep in mind, that Marvel Capcom 2 has been a big game during the Evo lifespan. Not anymore, but back in the days, during the many years in the past of Evo, Marvel Capcom 2 was in the lifespan of Evo for many years, and still was during that time was such a hype game in the Evo scene. So like that game is very special to people in the Evo scene. So the four champions they were going to invite were going to be Doctor with his amazing Zodian team of Spiral, Sentinel, and Cable. There was going to be the amazing hype man IGHTIN, the great commentator with his amazing phrases. IGHTIN with his team, his MSP team, Magneto, Storm, and Psylocke. Then they were going to have, of course, Justin Wong with his Storm, Sentinel, and Cyclops team with his crazy Evo moment. I always like that Evo moment. And then of course Sanford Kelly, who of course is known for his team that they gave his own name to, Team Santhrax, which is Sentinel, Sentinel, Cable, and Captain Commando, which is actually, I play something similar. I do like the Captain Commando and Cable setup. The only thing is at the moment I like to either use Stride Hero or what is her name again? Ruby. Sorry, I don't know why. When you think like that, your mind just goes blank for a sec. But yeah, Ruby but yeah, it's cool that I want to see the four champions knock it out. Plus it's gonna be eight invitations. So it was the four champions, Evo champions we mentioned in Marvel 2, and they were gonna invite another four top players as well. And it's been amazing to see an old school, hyped up game, something that I have played during my childhood, and I like retro. I like the retro fighting games. Had such a big scene in Evo, such a hype game. To bring it back for the big stage this year, to celebrate its 20th anniversary and watch the players duke out. That's what I want to see. From the looks of it, because in the new roster, even though it says Tournament Champions, because Marvel 2 is not under it anymore, makes me sadly believe that Marvel 2 might not be part of it anymore. And I can understand why, because it's an old game, and like the most recent ports we have are probably the PS3 and 360 port. So like, and I mean, I feel it's because it's one of those games where trying to add it in a modern day online tournament might be difficult. Maybe that, I mean, I don't know, but that could be the reason, I guess. But I mean, that's all I can say. Okay, now let's talk about how. So. I'm not gonna. Okay, first thing, let's talk about Mortal Kombat 11. So they're bringing back Mortal Kombat 11 in this as an online tournament. Now, this part is funny. So do you remember how when they first originally announced the Evo lineup? Yeah, of course, Mortal Kombat 11 and BlazBlue cross tag battle was not part of the not going to be part of the roster. I remember there was, and then of course they brought back Marvel's Capcom 2. There's all these memes saying how there's no Mortal Kombat BlazBlue cross tag. Like there's so many memes about like, oh no, there's no Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, what a shame. There's no NetherRealm games. Oh no, there's no BlazBlue. And then there's those funny memes, like there's that funny picture meme where like you have, because they brought Marvel's Capcom 2 back, you got what was it? You got Iron Man from Marvel's Capcom 2 doing I think it's like his I think it was the picture of him doing his, I think it was his fierce punch move, I think, but like, or was it his? I think it was his fierce punch. I haven't seen the meme in a while, but like instead of seeing the actual like beam things, it's got a picture of like Mortal Kombat 11 and BlazBlue cross tag being chucked in the bin as a way of saying, oh, they're not evil this year, oh, they've been thrown out. It was funny, but like now, because they've got to do an online tournament now, Mortal Kombat being a more modern game that's being played online right now, they're gonna bring it back. so people got, and I've really seen the comment section saying how, oh look, you're bringing back Mortal Kombat 11. Whoa, look what came back. And then, of course, because it's all online, I guess they're going to be relying on more the modern day online games right now. As well, like of course, we saw Killer Instinct. Yeah, Killer Instinct. I mean, Killer Instinct still gets played online a lot, I guess. I don't know, I haven't kept up with Killer Instinct in a while. But yeah, Killer Instinct being another game that's played on like the more modern day consoles right now. So of course they're bringing Killer Instinct back. So like, yeah, again, and Killer Instinct being another game where people are like, oh, this game was not in Evo in a while. Oh look, it's coming. Yeah, look what came back. And then you got, so yeah, then the Them's Fighting Herds, that My Little Pony looking indie game. We have that, which I mean, I'm intrigued. When I first saw it in the trailer, I was like, huh? Like Skullgirls, I can understand, because Skullgirls actually really huge, still quite huge in the fighting game scenes. And like when it first came out, they were playing that game a lot in fighting game tournaments. But I was surprised by this one. But I mean, I haven't played it. I've seen images of it, but I've never played it. But it's probably a fun game. I'm not gonna diss it. It's probably a fun game. It's probably got good fighting game mechanics as well. Who knows? Like I should probably watch videos on it. I've only seen the images, but yeah. And of course, Skullgirls, another like indie game. I mean, I believe it's indie. Skullgirls. I'm sure it's indie. I mean, it looks like an indie fighting game from the times I used to play and watch it. I mean, I got on Steam and stuff. But yeah, Skullgirls, Second Encore. This game is actually really fun. Like, I mean, this game was being like considered like an indie Marvel vs Capcom kind of game, which is why a lot of people find it fun to play. And I'm happy to see Skullgirls in Evo actually, because Skullgirls is actually a really fun game, and like it has been at major tournaments before, so I don't see why they shouldn't. Why like for an online tournament, I don't see no problem having it in there. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all that we can say. Like I said, it's funny about the Mortal Kombat 11 thing coming back after all the memes, like trash talking Mortal Kombat 11. And BlazBlue cross tag not being in Evo anymore. Sorry, not being Evo anymore. So yeah, that's funny. I think that's funny. And to end this video, so like I said, it's a shame Evo, like for the as long as Evo has been around, it's sad to see it not being an event anymore. It's an online event now. Like it's not gonna. It's like it's the idea of like live streaming or not. You're gonna miss the idea of having the commentators speak. Players meeting each other face to face, the big stage or the massive crowds of hypeness. It's just not gonna be the same. But like, thank goodness we're gonna get something. Yeah, it's just fair. Thank goodness we'll have something at least. Like, and like thanks for like I know like Tom Cannon, like he's still. I mean like Tom Cannon and the rest of the Evo team. They know that we want something for Evo. So they're gonna try their best. Which is why they're doing online tournament, because we can't really do live gathering events anymore. Like that be like fighting game tournaments, any kind of gaming tournament, gaming conventions, Comic-Con conventions. We on like all these kind of style events have been either postponed or cancelled because of the pandemic. So like I said, the whole point right now is just to be as responsible as we can. I know it's sad that some of the things that we enjoy we can't do, but you just gotta hold out and stay home, stay safe, be responsible. And like hopefully when it all pours over, we can enjoy these events again. We might when it comes back, we might enjoy it even more because of how long we've been holding back. But yeah, like for as long as Evo has been back when it was Battle of the Bay, you know, it's sad to like have it be converted into for the first time an online event. But like I'm thankful that we're getting something at least. Like, you know, we're getting something that we can still try and enjoy. But I mean, I don't know how smoothly it runs because it's an online tournament. And of course, the internet's one of those things where things can disconnect. If netcoding isn't great, things don't run smoothly. Sometimes I don't know if players don't get DQ'd if they disconnect or just something happens. And whilst they're trying to set up the tournament, if it doesn't run, like it just doesn't run properly. Don't know how it happened, but let's just hope and see how it goes. Like they said in the trailer, more information will be coming soon for how the event is going, for the event and for people that want to sign up for it. So just keep a lookout for it. And like I said, because I think it's going to be more regional thing. They're splitting it between 5 weeks, and I feel like it's going to be because people have been saying it. I feel like it's going to be like a region, like it's going to keep the strict regions or like certain regions for certain weeks. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, but that's I'm just going to end it there, and let's try and enjoy Evo Online this year. Of course, for us Evo fans, when it comes back next year, hopefully on the main stage again, back in LA. I'm someone who watches it in UK and live streams it. Like I said, I stay up for that as best as I can, despite it being different time zones. But yeah, let's enjoy it. And that's me. That's IGHTIN signing out. Hopefully we enjoy Evo Online this year, and everyone take care, stay home, stay safe from the pandemic, and yeah.